Welcome back to the Done in 60 Days Blood and Bones server. And Blood and Bones is right, this mod pack on the Feed the Beast launcher is quite the start. Quite the place to get real training, survival training in Minecraft. Well, I don't agree with everything it's doing, this mod pack, but it is fun. It is interesting. It is something of a challenge. And there's everything going on that's out to kill you. Everything going on that's out to make your life very, very difficult. Not only is the food a shortage, right? We've got tons of different varieties of food, but we've got a hunger overhaul and some other hunger mods as well that basically stop us from being able to eat the same food more than like twice. We're going to have loads and loads of different food issues going on. Hopefully not for too long. We've got farms and stuff over here that actually eventually might grow. These crops actually tell us that they're best grown in certain places. Let's see, carrots. Crops grow best in forests and plains. Well, this is an ocean biome, and that's an island on an ocean biome, and that's where we decided to put a farm, and the things take forever to grow. It's ridiculous. Now, this is day 4 on the server. Day 3, we went downstairs and did a lot, so that was last episode. We did a fair bit of exploring on the first few levels down there. Now, I thought I'd come at you with day 4 so that you can see not much has really happened progress-wise since day 3 before I start doing anything, because everything in this mod pack early game is really all about survival. There are some amazingly strong mobs around. There's no real weapons that you can make early game. You can only make these tinkers, pickaxes and hatchets with flint and repair them with flint until you've upgraded them with copper and so on. It's very difficult to get going. There's a lot of cool mods in this pack, but like I say, it's very difficult to get started. So for a little while you're watching days 1, 2, 3 and 4 on mine and Lewis's channels, well, that's basically giving us a few days of just trying to get ahead of ourselves, to get out of the situation where we're doing the same thing every day. And like every day, me and Lewis will come down here and check to see if anything has grown more than 50%, because most of these things just seem stuck on 50% all the time. But every now and again there'll be something that we can break and replant just to take the resources into the house, as it were, and drop them off in there for us to eat. And we eat a lot of stuff, because every time you swing a pickaxe or move around or even standing still, you're taking hunger damage, as it were, and your hunger needs to be satisfied, and you need lots of different varieties of food sources. So we've got all sorts planted over here. I'm actually intending for this done in 60 days to go through the witchery mod, right? But I haven't really found anything witchery to start me off even. Normally there'll be seeds everywhere, but there's not too many of the seeds around at the minute, because maybe all these Pam's Harvest Craft seeds are getting in the way or something. I don't know. But anyway, I am going to find all of the things I need to get started in witchery. You'll have seen last episode, day 3, that we started trying to make a tree house and failed completely, dismally, very badly indeed. It's a terrible, terrible idea, maybe, that didn't work out for us at all. And then we went down there. Oh, yeah, actually, that would be day 3 down there, wasn't it? Day 2, we went to try and do the tree house. And my idea was to have my witch's workshop and all that up in the tree house. That was my big plan. I was thinking I'd take something. Might just take some more of these food sources. Take the cooked fish. And a couple of carrots. There's no point taking more than 2 of anything, because you can't eat more than 2 of anything. So I just take 2 out of everything here and here. 2 of them. Put everything else away. Fruit juices are friendly. They're not brilliant, but they give you a half a chicken nugget back every time you have it. But the nutritional value of these now is only 75% because I've eaten it 3 times in the last 30 foods. I'm the opinion that if you want to spend your life eating steak, then a man should be allowed to just sit and eat steak for the whole of his life and not have to vary his diet. I think there's something over here that I want to show you. Something that I spotted. I decided that because the crops weren't growing on the ocean biome very well, that I would make something over here, a crop farm. And I did it right on the edge here. Right on the edge here. And some ogres, we saw them, they were either Etkins or ogres or something or other. And while we were on the top of the tower at night, just watching around the place, these Etkins came over and promptly destroyed all the farms. Like, jumping up and down and destroyed my farming. There was only a couple of patches, a couple of plots of wheat, but they destroyed them totally outright. And this one down here, I planted a load of stuff down here as well. Just destroyed it all. That didn't sound good, whatever that was. I heard a squeaking noise of something. I don't like it. I'm going away. Well, this episode is more looking at where we are currently at. And giving you an idea of what I want to do. And whether or not I get it done or not is a different matter. Because mobs just come out of nowhere and get you. Coal. What's this, right? Just digging coal, right? Just minding my own business, digging coal. Fumes. Coal fumes. Right? And if those coal fumes touch a torch, like you've placed a torch around the place, then they go boom and blow up like a creeper blast. That is hardcore. That is hardcore. You can't even collect coal without it being pitch black going around collecting coal because you can't afford to put any lights anywhere. And if you get stuck in the smoke, it just literally covers you over. I did a little yeah, thanks for that. Right, cheers. Wow. I did a little mine shaft over there and dug down quite a ways, but kept encountering these gas fields. There's a mod in here that adds a gas into Minecraft, so that caves just randomly have gases and stuff around the place. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. It's fun and exciting and enjoyable all at the same time. But it's terrible to have to survive like this. It's enjoyable though. I'm back for more. I'm back for more. It's a test. It's a challenge. It's a thrill to be able to pass these challenges and to survive without dying. We've got the death counter on the server, and as you can see, I've currently got 1 death. 1 stupid death. I was coming in from over here, coming back from somewhere, and came in and just hit the woodwork there. Just hit it, and some reason the boat collided with that, and instead of just sliding onto it and getting out of the boat crashed, and I just insta-died. Just insta-died, stuff went all over the floor. Lewis had to go and pick it all out of the ocean floor for me to get everything back. It's night time now, but there is no sleeping, is there? You just basically, your spawn location has been set. Enjoy the night. Yep. So you've got to spend the night in this place, awake, alert, looking around. You can't sleep. You can't eat the same thing twice. It is so hard, this mod pack. Not unbeatable though. I'm only on 1 death, and we've been playing for a few days now. Fairly regularly as well. We've been putting quite a few hours in on the server to play this out for you. You can hear stuff beating up the walls. The zombies actually break stone and cobblestone to try and get into you. They siege you. They've been updated, given special magic powers that allow them to break blocks, not just walls. You know how they would normally break doors? Well, now they're breaking the walls down as well, trying to break their way in through cobblestone and the like. I don't know whether that one actually made it in. They don't have very far to travel. They've got to come all the way from over the shoreline here, so it's a fairly safe place. this little area here is fairly well lit, so we don't get many mob spawns. And we sort of stand up here and sort of wait around for them. Let's see. Where did he try and beat a hole? Is he still down here? Maybe he despawned already. But they do try and break their way through places. And downstairs, here we go. Down here. Oh, that's a zombie. That's a plague zombie. Just not even normal zombies, are they? They're all sorts of nasty creatures. Let's have a look down here. There might be more of them escaping. We thought we had lit all this dungeon up fairly well. Maybe we hadn't lit it up quite as well as we should have. Left a few openings here and there. It's not too bad. We can deal with the odd waif and stray. It's when creepers come along that we've got to worry. We started ripping everything out that was any value, like taking all the coal and taking all the bricks and everything. But we saw that there's quite a few levels down there still to explore. We've got quite a bit of adventuring still to be done in this place. And with the food shortages and problems like that, we have really epic disadvantages over the mobs that just keep spawning with all their special abilities and special upgrades that they've received. I wouldn't say any of the mobs are OP. Like, none of them are really that bad. All of them you can deal with, but all of them at the same time, which is the sort of horde mentality that you get on this mod pack, is pretty difficult. I think we're very, very lucky to have found a map and a spawn just over there that leads to this little island over here. This little place. I'll show you on the map while it's dark and I can't go anywhere or do anything. Just give you a little idea of what's what. These are the 2 trees that we tried to take on day 2. This is spawn here, just around the center point there. This is all spawn. There was a tower there, but in my experience beforehand, you take a tower and it gets sieged, you may as well just be dead to the world. So I thought, let's go into those big trees and go up there. But as you saw in the episode 2 or day 2, that was a bad idea. That even the mod pack had probably thought about that as well. Yesterday, after we finished recording day 3, I had a little boat trip around to see where this water went, because the map cut off about here. Came from spawn straight to here, and the map cut off about here. We'd gone down to a village in day 2 and gone down to that temple down there in day 2, but we hadn't explored over there. So I went off around the side there just to have a look around to see what our surroundings were, and ventured off into the snowy biomes just a little bit, just a touch, just to figure out where we were in the world. And I grabbed us a couple of animals in some of these safari nets that we picked up. We got these single-use safari nets. I think we got them in the temple, actually. Man, there are going to be more breakages and noises down there. They never have a peaceful night. It's always a bit scary. But I got a cow and a chicken. So I'm going to be able to set up a little cow and chicken farm at some point fairly soon to get us a regular supply of things like milk and eggs. Because we can do quite a lot with milk and eggs with all the other food supplies we've got. We're still struggling for iron though. Iron is a commodity that we just don't have the luxury of. We can't go and mine it. It's just not that easy. And some rutabaga. See what I mean about my health? I haven't really done anything, but my hunger's gone down very, very much so. And it's very difficult to get it back up with mere morsels of food like this. And that's pretty much, yeah, all but a couple of fish. Pretty much my entire inventory of food gone. It's crazy fire creepers or fire skeletons like that just dying, trying to get to us, swimming to us. Trying to get to us so fast that they are dying in the water. Wow. Things, man. This mod pack, Blood and Bones. You'll be seeing a fair bit of it because we're going to do it for 60 days. There's no particular objective like the last done in 60 days, the Tech It, where we had to go to Mars. This one's a lot more survive for 60 days and provide you guys with regular videos of us surviving for 60 days. So not like wimping out and just showing you a couple of days and then 60 days later showing you another one. Yeah, we survived, look, we're fine. We've got this place and we lived here for 60 days on basic rations. We spent the nights up here fishing and the days just sitting around down there making farms and foods and stuff. Because you could just lock yourself away and survive for 60 days easily, I should think. Once you get over that initial first night and find yourself a good fortified area, you could possibly just live in a cave for 60 days, no problem. Vary your diet just enough to keep you alive. Make sure that no mobs can get into you and survive. But where's the fun in that? If you're not doing it long term, what's the fun in that? So we've got to try and complete the mod pack in 60 days. But the mods in this mod pack are a bit difficult to quantify into 60 days. There is Blood Magic and Witchery, which are two awesome magic mods. I've decided to go for the Witchery side of things, and I think Lewis is going to go into Blood Magic. We're going to need a bit of both to survive to an end game scenario. So I want to get through all of Witchery in the 60 days. I've got to find a base. I think I am going to try and use those trees. I think that's still something I want to do. I'm going to try and find those trees and go in there for my Witchery learning and skills and the like. Don't know much about the mod other than what I've seen in a few episodes of other people's on YouTube. Some of my favourite YouTubers have done a bit of Witchery, and some of my friends from the Utopia group are also well aware of what Witchery is, and I've seen videos of them completing Witchery. So I've got plenty of resources to go and do it, but I'll show you guys my adventure through Witchery, my quest to be the biggest, baddest witch in 60 days. That creeper's going to be a problem. Yeah, I might as well fill this back in as well. The other things that we've got is like a thermal expansion and applied energistics. Just basics, really. They are. They're sort of like, we've done them. We did them in the last season of Done in 60 Days, and getting to the point where we can actually use applied energistics and getting to the point where we can automate things with thermal expansion and applied energistics would be absolutely awesome. I'm very used to those mods. I use them all the time in most packs that I've played recently. So that shouldn't really be something that I'm going to be showing a lot of, but I will show you stuff that I make. Mostly in this Done in 60 Days, it's going to be me and Lewis surviving for 60 days and trying to complete Witchery and Blood Magic during those 60 days. The rest of the mod pack is basically there to stop you surviving for 60 days. It's just everything's out to get you. So we'll show you everything else about all the foods and all that sort of stuff during the 60 days. Hopefully I'll have a way to build some really cool things on the server during the 60 days as well. But survival is the #1 priority. And that's the thing that me and Lewis will be doing a lot of together and solo as well. Alright guys, so thank you very much for watching. This was a little bit of a shorter episode, because this episode is pretty much just, well, it's day 4. It's not much different to day 3, and I don't expect day 5 to be much different either. There's not a lot I can make, there's not a lot I can build, there's not a lot of things that I can show you other than I am surviving on the Done in 60 Days server by the only methods that are available to us. Very, very simple repetition of tasks. Growing trees, growing crops, doing some fishing, replanting, harvesting, all of that side of stuff just to get supplies in. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in a few days when we have another update, and hopefully there's something exciting going on, or we've finally got to a stage where we can build something cool, or we get started on automation, or I've found enough seeds to get started on witchery. Yeah. Don't hold your breath. But rely on the fact that Done in 60 Days will be back very soon with yours truly, Nemsun, and my co-host, the lovely Lewis. Hi guys, thank you very much for watching. See you next episode.